Welcome to Pitbull Stadium. EA Sports college football coverage continues with this Week 10 clash. It's the Sam Houston State Bearcats and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Longo before the game. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Bearcats ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find room for the big play. We stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. The Panthers offense will take the field first. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Hand it to the back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Sam Houston. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score. Sam Houston, 7. Florida International, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida International comes out to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run it. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Catch in the middle. It's Stone. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got a man. It's McNeil. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Takes a snap, wants to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it.
And that's just a...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, running back on the move. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with the commitment from a three-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this three-star the ball.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Setting up the screen. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So just make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They bring him down, but once again, this offense moves the chains on fourth down to keep the drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's Locke. Got his man down the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Selling the fake. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
And the Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Bearcats will punt it away on fourth down. Trying to get started. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Keep it on the ground. Turning it on!
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Handoff to the lone back. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, they come up short. It's now going to set up 4th and 1. If I'm this offensive coordinator, I'm finding who's my biggest, most physical back, the guy that I can trust to get north and go get me this first down.
And so I'm bringing...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel, understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Moving to his left. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeps it on the ground. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Here comes the heat. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play. But instead, he gives up the big safety.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the big fella.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
And such a blown opportunity for the offense because on 4th down, they had enough yards to pick up the first, keep the drive going, but he puts it on the ground. Defense jumps on it, and that is a massive turnover.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 4 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside Pitbull Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Keeps it himself. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The Bearcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd and long here. Back to throw, it's locked. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Bearcats! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Throws it off the RPO. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on 1st. Unloads to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want to.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Sets his feet, it's locked. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw. It falls incomplete.
They'll run it to the right side. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. It's all over, but the shouting in this one. Top 12 teams in the country. This is the scoreboard, how things are going for those vying for a playoff spot. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run him again. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable, and then the cherry on the...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. He rifles one deep to the left. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The short hands, it's O'Neal. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Touchdown, Sam Houston! And the stomping has commenced. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
27, Florida International, 2.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Left side is McNeil. At the 45 on his way. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions.
Converts on 4th down, still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Panthers are marching down the field. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And they'll get him down after a solid return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Dropping back, it's locked. Flips it out to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will call on their punt team. Fields the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Florida International comes out to start this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.